Ohio gozaimasu. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you guys, what is up? What is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Kuriko no Basuke. Whoa! Dude, Rinosuke! Like, wait, pause. Time out. Rinosuke. Mito, the Silent Wonder. That is the title of this review. The Silent Wonder. I mean, it was like Akashi. He just broke through Kagami. He's like, nah, fuck that shit. He passes over to Rio, right? And then Rio, he gets confronted by Kyoshi. Kyoshi's like, no, I got this shit. This guy does a double clutch. Like, no, yeah, and he's on the other side of the ring. I'm like, yo, crownless generals for a reason, yo. And of course, I think he rushed into that, but whatever. And Rinosuke Mitobe out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, no, you were like mid-tier, bro. No way, no way. Son, Rinosuke was beastly, and then Kagami was slaying. He's like, fuck, Akashi, what do I do now? Can we get past him? Can we break through him? Don't know. And then Mitobe is like, nah, it's cool. It's cool. And then I forgot the one guy's name. I forgot his name. Oh, what's his name? The guy in Seiren who is kind of like, he's like very, very average. But he's the second year. I forgot his name. He's like, no, like Mitobe. He's basically saying, relax, take it easy. Like, no big deal. But it was cool to see Mitobe's family all there. And then what happens is that, so they're back on offense. So they actually stopped Rakuzan. And then even what's his face? Akashi, even he says, I was a tad bit lax in my assaults, but I will not overlook this again. And his calculations were a little bit lax. But what happens is that they give, so of course Izuki, actually beforehand, before Akashi gave the ball to Rio, Izuki did his Eagle Spear and actually tried to get the ball from Akashi as a dribble, but Akashi saw it and he's like, oh no, here you go. So, like, this guy is just devastated. He's devastated. And that was a well-timed Eagle Spear too. But either way, they're back on offense, Seiren. And then Izuki passes the ball to Kagami. Kagami jumps, and then he's like, yeah, Rinosuke, once again. And I don't know who's guarding him. I think it's because there are 3 crownless generals, but it's not any of them. It's the other guy. Like, it's like the random guy from Rakuzan. Like, it's like his name I forgot completely, but it's just him. Like, he's a Rakuzan. I think he's like a 3rd year in Rakuzan. I think he's actually like, yeah. Either way, doesn't matter. Why? Hook, man, hook. Here's a hook shot. Like, yeah, like. Back to the basics of Rinosuke. Back to the basics. And his family's like, yeah. Seiren's like, yeah. And then right then, in that instant, it's a Rakuzan counter. Bam, boom. Yeah. Done. So, but basically, the thing about that is that it was cool. Because Rinosuke, he comes off the bench. He's able to actually maintain the flow of the game within Seiren's favor, despite the fact that Kagami gets his ankle snapped. And then Kagami himself went back to neutral, and he's actually still focused. And it's good because he spent all that time within the zone, but he didn't lose that much stamina at all. So that was cool. That was actually very cool because it was Rinosuke. It was like this dude hardly does anything. As of late, he's done hardly anything. At the beginning of the series, yeah, because Kyoshi wasn't there when they were in the Inter High. But now that, I mean, it was just cool. It was beastly. It was beastly. It was like, yeah, Rinosuke, no, where you going? Crownless, what? Fuck that shit. Where you going? And then comes in there, oh, 3rd year Rakuzan hook. Like, good. Nasty. Now, there's something here that obviously is surprising. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense, because when you take a look at what Seiren's done over the course of the Winter Cup, they have made a name for themselves. And it only makes sense that their players will be more renowned, which means that their players will get more spotlight. This includes Kuroko. So when all of a sudden they call, because Rinosuke, he did his thing, and okay, so Kuroko, go, and then I mean, I would have preferred Kuroko actually stay on the bench a little bit more, and Rinosuke keep on doing his thing. But then again, Akashi's probably planning right now to counter Rinosuke. But now that Kuroko's coming back in, well, let's just say Kuroko at this point in time is a better choice. And what we see here is that Ryo, like, cause the other guy, like the big dude, Ikichi, I think his name is, he farts. She's like, and then he farts, and then Ryo. He's like, what the hell was that? And Kuroko's walking behind them. And then Ryo actually dodges Kuroko. He's like, oh, my bad. And then, of course, one of the freshman guys actually sees that. In fact, it's just the freshmen talking amongst themselves. And then he actually realizes, wait a second, he saw Kuroko as if he was a normal person. And he's also noticed that the people in the stadium have also noticed Kuroko. Like his presence is more, his presence is not so obscure anymore. He's actually more noticeable, and this may mean that his misdirection may in fact be depleted, limited. I don't know, because the spotlight is now more on him. So the question here is that will this be a downfall, or will this be a good thing? Because this may allow Kuroko to develop some kind of new skill mid-game, which I think is like a new skill mid-game. But then again, he has to compensate. I mean, if his misdirection will not work as often now, because his presence has been elevated because of the fame that Seiya has attained over the course of the Winter Cup, because he himself is a unique player, and over the course of all these matches, people are bound to notice him. So, like, they even call him like the sixth Superman, or like the Super Six Man of Saber, like when he comes out there. And people know what he's about. He's about those crazy passes and like those crazy phantom shots and those phantom drives. They all know. So, are these skills gonna still work nowadays? Because I mean, they will probably still work, but to what degree will they work? To what degree will they be successful? Now, will this fool Akashi? No, of course not. Come on, this guy's disgusting. He's gonna go straight cross-eyed. The moment he goes for a Phantom Drive, cross-eyed, Emperor's Eye, where you going? Steel Ball, break ankles, Kuroko, over. So mainly it's gonna be about his passes and his shot, because of course his shot is a pretty damn good shot. But then again, because now I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about what Kisei did with his Emperor's Eye, but he did a combination of Akashi's Emperor Eye and Murasaki Bara's block. And of course, Akashi himself, he's not physically that dominating like Murasaki Bara, like Aomine, so he can't just jump block. No, like he can't do that. But he can cut Kuroko off maybe, but like before he shoots, because he has to go in that 3-point stance. So I don't know, but he doesn't have the ups like someone like, again, Aomine, Murasaki Bara, Kuroko. Kagami. Even Midorima has ups too. So, but either way, the last part of the chapter is very simple. The Crownless General, alright, the one that has that weird dribbling ability, Kotaro, he's like, yo, like he's doing like a Luffy, like he's stretching, like Luffy stretch, like stretch his legs out. He's like, let me take on Kagami, and he's like, oh, you sure? He's like, yeah, I got it. Right? I wanna redeem myself after getting wastelanded by Kagami like several times over, and it's gonna be possible because Kagami, he's no longer in the zone. He's no longer, on some god mode status. But can he beat Kagami? No, of course. Listen. I mean, he's a crownless general, and he's very skillful. That's very obvious. It's just that he's not beating. He can maybe get a few baskets or a few blocks on Kagami. I understand that, but overall, Kagami's still a better player. He's being compared to the Generation of Miracles. All right, we saw him go into the zone in the latest episodes. We've seen him like break through the freaking gate. Come on, right? He is a miracle but he did not actually take part within, you know, Takeo. Like, there's all this hype around that. So no, he's not on Kagemu's level. It's that simple. But it'll be intriguing to see like what he does, because we've seen this guy do like the whole dribbling thing. On defense, he may have some other skill. We don't know. But that being said, the episode rating overall, I mean, the chapter rating overall, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good chapter. So, again, Rinnosuke Mito, the Silent Wonder, coming in there like straight up Batman in the middle of the night. Gotham. Man. Straight up. So, that was cool. So, I'm done. The pacing was good. The art style, there's actually a nice color spread. I was wondering why, like, the second page was, like, all red. Like, it was shaded in red instead of black. And I was like, why is that? I don't know. But still, like, the first color page where you see Kagami, and he's just jumping, like, yeah, like, he's going for a lip or a dunk. That was a good, and like, there was some text, too, but I forgot what it said. Something about, like, if you don't jump now, you'll never jump, or something along those lines. But it was still cool. So, the rating overall is good, and I'm signing out. This match right now is about to get real heated. So, because, you know, Akashi's been the one stepping up to the plate more often. But now it's time for the Crownless Generals to put in their money in the pot. For them to go out there and do some stuff. So I'm done, King Lightning. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.